Now let's talk about conditions and warranties. In a sale with assumption of mortgage, the assumption of mortgage is a condition to the seller's consent so that without approval by the mortgagee, no sale is perfected. In such case, the seller remains the owner and mortgager of the property and retains the right to redeem the foreclosed property. However, such condition is deemed fulfilled when the seller takes any action to prevent its happening, such as when the seller prevented its fulfillment by paying his outstanding obligation and taking back the certificate of title without even notifying the buyer. A breach of an express warranty, or those expressly stipulated by the parties, makes the seller liable for damages. The following requisites are essential to establish an express warranty. First, it must be an affirmation of fact or any promise by the seller relating to the subject matter of sale. Second, the natural tendency of such affirmation or promise is to induce the buyer to purchase the thing. And third, the buyer purchases the thing relying on such affirmation or promise thereon. However, the law allows considerable latitude to sellers' talk, and experience teaches that it is exceedingly risky to accept it at face value. Assertions in regard to qualities and characteristics of the subject matter of sale are the usual and ordinary means used by the sellers to obtain a high price, and a man who doesn't inquire further and relies upon such an affirmation must take the consequences of his own imprudence. A dacion en pago is governed by the law on sales, and contracts of sale come with warranties, either express or implied. The implied warranty in case of eviction, however, is waivable and cannot be invoked if the buyer knew of the risks of eviction and assumed its consequences, such as when the bank accepts as dacion in payment the property which is subject to a contract to sell. Here, the seller in a contract to sell is bound to convey title to the buyer upon full payment of the purchase price, and the bank has to honor this contract. Note also that in voluntary sales, the vendor can be expected to defend his title because of his warranty to the vendees, but no such obligation is owed by the owner whose land is sold at execution sale. A stipulation in a lease with option to purchase that the buyer lessee absolutely releases the lessor from any liability whatsoever as to any and all matters in relation to warranty in accordance with the provisions hereinafter stipulated, is an express waiver of warranty against hidden defect in favor of seller lessor, who is absolved from any liability arising from any defect or deficiency of the machinery sold. The following are the buyer's options in case of breach of warranty. First, withdraw from the contract or action redhibitoria with damages, or demand a proportionate reduction of the price, or action quanti minoris with damages. So that's it for our review on conditions and warranties. Thanks for listening.